Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back reacting to another episode of The Witcher. This is season 2, episode 5. It is called Turn Your Back. What happened last time on The Witcher? Last time we had the return of our favorite boy, Jaskier, and he was promptly kidnapped by the end of the episode. Or I think he's kidnapped or attacked or something. And he met up with Yennefer while she was on the run. And he was like Underground Railroad type stuff. And it was great. We also had Triss showing up at Kaer Morhen to kind of be like a mentor to Ciri a little bit. Just another gal to hang out with. And we learned that Ciri has elder blood, which could potentially mean that if she is willing to like cooperate, she could be key in creating more Witchers, which would be interesting. So hopefully if she does end up like cooperating, it's chill, and then they would still, I guess, then have to kidnap children. But so it wouldn't be completely great, but things would be better. Either way, I'm pumped to get into it. Before we do, please consider leaving a like on the video. That means a ton to me. If you're new here, consider subscribing, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut reaction to this episode, consider checking out my Patreon. That's where I post all those. On Patreon, you can become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But other than that, let's jump into the episode. Who you is, boy?
Don't be so sour, Rience. You must shoulder some of the blame for your current situation. Only a fool. There is a girl. A little lost cup. My sources tell me she was lost.
Dude, straight shredded. You gonna cut your hair? Or just shave? Dude, this guy's ripped. Back muscles for days.
Just some little lumps of flesh like cauliflower. Deaf as a post. I'd give anything to switch places with him right now.
No, he's dead. Such a good song.
Is anyone there? Well, that's unsettling.
That would be unsettling.
Then please note that I'm not willing to discuss the subjects of my work, its inspiration, or characters, fictitious or otherwise. So why don't you just show yourself what you want from me? Fucking.
Listen, man, he just said he wasn't going to discuss the subjects of his songs. You're trying to find Geralt to find Ciri. It's not going to work.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It fell during the slaughter of Sintra. And no new
Yeah, like tipped over.
Coming out of it.
Well, here's the head of a new fancy monster.
I need you to go to the garrison and see if any little shitbirds under the name of Jaskier have been caged. Half now. Half when you return.
Never look a gift door in the mouth. I'll be seeing you.
I thought she was maybe being like intentionally off-putting to keep people away from a certain area, but I might be wrong.
Because this is the only one that's shattered.
The sheer force that it would require, what could possibly do that?
A little girl.
The expert. You want to help the elves by joining a kingdom that regularly massacres whole villages. On the surface of it, there seems to be a bit of a conflict there.
I suppose you only believe in helping the vulnerable.
You two! Back on the road!
It's all right. It's all right. I'm an official researcher for Fringilla Vigo.
I don't give a shit.
We don't want
They're fucking dead! You're fucking stupid! I said! Oh! Hey, you! Stay where you are!
Geralt's like, I have had enough of this.
A Cintran princess with elder blood.
Legends aren't science. We don't know that
They
elder
could
blood
be.
can make Witcher mutagen. We don't even really know what it is.
It can't be a coincidence.
She is a living, breathing
There's
girl.
a lot of things lining up.
Some tool for you to use when you're desperate.
I'm not desperate. I'm hopeful. For the first time in a long time.
Yeah, I think he had previously given up on the idea. So
We have a chance to do something.
he's not like desperate to make it happen, but the possibility of it happening, I think he's into it.
Your power, you need it. All you have to do is ask.
No.
Hey, what's wrong with your hand?
Nothing.
What's up with her left hand?
My friend.
I don't know where they are. I don't know where they're going, and I don't know why you're doing this to me.
Such a shame you can't be useful.
Bruh, leave him alone. Oh, that's...
See, fire is a forbidden source because it usually
He's,
consumes those that draw from it.
drawing it
Unless
from
you lack talent.
Yasker's
And the body can
life force. Hello.
I knew I'd find you here. You lazy lout. Leaving me at home to rot.
I'm surprised they don't recognize each other.
you
He's only been in
looked
prison
for
for
you.
a decade.
You'd shut the fuck up.
have it your way.
No, 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 please don't hurt! Just leave her alone! Please, she's done nothing!
Good move. That was pretty solid, Jennifer. Good job.
I need to show you something. The witches saved humanity from extinction. You know why there are fewer of us each winter, Siri?
Because there's none left to make.
Something bad is brewing out there. With a vial of your blood, we could protect generations to come.
How are you so sure it will work?
He's super not sure, but he just wants to try.
I'll do it. On one condition. You have to test it on me first.
That...
Forget it.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to do that to someone he cares about right now.
You said it yourself. Witches are dying. One by one. I've destroyed so many things. Let me help heal something for once. I'm meant for this.
Who knows?
There's no nest.
Not quite sure how which way I lean on that one. Is Triss skilled enough in this particular alchemic craft to make this?
You don't get to play damsel in distress. That's my job.
He's like, you're already hot. Like, leave us. You can't claim that role also.
Are we working this morning, love?
Oh! Oh, she's so scary.
She's like, don't you dare insinuate that I am a whore.
We'll find you! In there! This is! Good hiding!
Oh,
You're ours now.
you mean lady.
Clear your mind. Take 3 deep breaths.
How do people clear their mind? I don't know how to do that.
Would you like a story?
You can see us.
Where's your hedgehog?
What's wrong? This isn't how it's supposed to work.
You've had enough of us.
So something is trying to keep them from going deeper. It's like Inception. It's becoming more aware of their presence.
It's the night they died. My parents.
Is that what the thing asked last season when she was at that tree?
The original spheres are still out there somewhere, and our monoliths are calling to them.
There will be another conjunction.
And the monsters aren't new.
I came to Sintra because I thought someone might be here. A woman. Yennefer.
He's like, really?
Yennefer.
Yeah, you both
think
used to
about
be butt buddies.
After
Carol thinks he's dead,
fun.
or she's dead.
After she burned through Nilfgaard's army and saved the continent, we should all be praising her name.
Yen's alive.
Geralt is like, I have reason to hope again. Praise Jeebus.
I will tell you the story of the elven warrior. Made to kill the human invader. The human she fell in love with. Nivellin's story.
Nivellin.
You could have united our races. And now, my sweet daughter, you will destroy them.
Ooh.
You cannot help us.
Stop it, lady.
Child of elder blood, child of wrath, the time of contempt is nigh. The world will die amidst frost and be reborn of the new sun. A seed that will not sprout but will burst into flame.
That's crazy. Ooh, that's the Wild Hunt, baby. They coming. Ooh, and that tree cracking, bruh. Those are all the pieces of the monolith. She's like, what are you?
Something is ending. It's because of you.
Yeah, she's like, don't hang out with me anymore.
You will destroy us all. I saw it.
Yo,
No
Yennefer.
one can stop it.
Bruh. You should not have externalized your thoughts right there. You should have kept those in your head. What is that? A dragon? Ah, it's a dragon made out of the stellocite? Bruh.
What are you doing?
Geralt?
She's meant to be, to rebuild us. She is not. She's a girl.
All you do is poison her. She can do this. You are extraordinary.
I want to be like you.
He wants you to be more than him.
I want to be indifferent to the past, to the lies, to the things I've done.
Yo, why does someone have a lawnmower on? There's snow on the ground. What are you doing?
Let me have that.
Neither you nor I can just forget who we are. We can't kill our feelings. Our best chance is to kill the hatred that we may hold on to.
No, let him undo these chains. And let's go get some ice cream.
Doesn't make any sense. Oh, what does this all mean?
There's something about Ciri's bloodline.
Your papers. What? Stand in line with the
You might know who he is. He's the boss.
Commander Mordifrin Abkelek.
Who the fuck are you?
Kahir.
Kahir. What it do, baby? Yeah, I think their power dynamic has shifted slightly.
Behold the mother of forests. The deathless mother nesting in trees. Turn your back to the forest to hunt.
She just disappeared.
I'm the key to you getting your power back. And a great deal more than that.
She gonna trade Ciri?
All you have to do is deliver me to the right lock. A shattered black door just outside Sintra.
Oh man, god dang it. So this deathless mother wants Yennefer to bring Ciri to the door thing. I think Ciri might Yennefer might start that, like she'll agree at first, but something will happen where she won't finish, you know? So right off the bat we meet this new shredded mage with long hair, and he is employed by somebody to find Ciri, right? We don't know exactly what he wants with her. If he's working for like the Wild Hunt or Nilfgaard or Sintra, or who he's working for, we don't know. But he is after Geralt because he knows that Ciri is with Geralt, and I think Ciri's based on the lady, what she was saying, Ciri is what they really want, but they need to get to Geralt first, and then through Geralt they had to get to Jaskier first. And Jaskier, he was telling the truth. Like, he's loyal, but he was also telling the truth of, like, I don't know anything. Like, the last time I saw this man was when he abandoned me on a mountain. He told me mean things because his girlfriend broke up with him, and then Yennefer, said girlfriend, comes to save Jaskier by spitting fire in this man's face. You know, baller move, Yennefer. Just fantastic. Geralt and what's his face? What is this guy's name? I don't even know this. Geralt and Yennefer's other boyfriend. They're trying to find this monolith, like all these monoliths and conjunctions of spheres and all that jazz. It's all connected. I'm still not 100% sure how the new monsters are getting made. Like, are they coming through a portal? Like, they're not necessarily being made, they already existed, is I think the conclusion they came to, and they're coming through this like portal. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but they find this big crack in the ground, and like, this was what Ciri did. It didn't look that big last season when she escaped, but it's like freaking, it's massive, like ginormous styles in this. And the pieces later, they like float in the air when Ciri's scared. They like float in the air and like create this like metallic dragon thing. I don't know what's going on, man. But Vesemir wants Ciri to help him create new Witchers with her blood. So she goes about this, and he's like, he's all excited because he previously has like fully given up on the idea, right, of creating new Witchers, but he's hopeful now that it's possible. But he's excited, and he brings the idea to Ciri. He's like, this could happen. I don't know if it'll work, but I want to at least try. And she's like, okay, I'll do it on one condition. You have to make me the first Witcher that goes about this. And he's like, immediately he's like, no. Like, one, they only do it on boys. I don't know if there's a reason necessarily. I don't remember anything from the games that said something, but I think only boys can go through the trial of the grasses or whatever it's called, because there aren't any girl witchers. And Ciri, even though I think in the games and from what I've heard about the books, she's trained to be a witcher, but doesn't ever go through that like trial of the grasses. So she doesn't ever become a immortal witcher type thing. Even though they're not immortal, they just live a long time. And he is like, bruh, you're gonna, like, there's a 99% chance you die if I try this, right? Like, it's not a great idea. And she's just like, yo, I have killed things throughout my life. Like, all I've done is break things. Like, I want to be, you know, I want to heal. I want to fix something for once. It's just like, it's tough because it's like, I don't know if I should be doing this. Like, is it worth it? Like, he's got to test it on somebody. And I don't know if, you know, if Geralt was there, he would have shut it down immediately, because that's what he does when he gets there later. He's like, no, hell no. But yeah, freaking A, I don't know. It's crazy. You know, Ciri thinks that she's like not good enough. You know, she wasn't invited on this trip with Geralt. And she's trying to become like worthy or like powerful enough or something, like to, you know, I don't know exactly her motivations, but she wants to not be the person who's breaking everything. She doesn't want to remember all the pain that she's gone through, all the people that she's lost. Like, she doesn't want to feel that, but she doesn't realize that this doesn't take away your feelings, doesn't take away your memories. And before they go through it, Triss is like, maybe we can figure out your past and where you come from, with some other mage stuff. Like, let's go Inception style into your brain and just kind of figure what's going on. And we get to see some characters from her past, like, you know, the people she has connections with, like Dara and the Witchers. They're like very surface level. As they keep going deeper, you see her parents when they're about to like go on their trip and about to die. And then we see an elf. So like the age-old story that we heard about in episode 1, I believe, when the what's his face from Game of Thrones was doing was that Nivellen? Nivellen, that was his name, right? He was doing these shadow puppet things of the story of like the elf warrior who fell in love with a human person and presumably had a child, and I assume that is where Ciri comes from. Like her elder bloodline comes from that line. But as they go deeper into this like consciousness dream thing, it's starting to notice them. It's becoming aware, and like, that's not how it's supposed to work. You know, things that aren't strictly from Ciri's brain are there when they shouldn't be. And we get a vision of the Wild Hunt coming in through the clouds, and then this elf grabs Triss by the throat, and it's a whole ordeal, and everyone's freaking out, and Ciri's calling out for Geralt because that's obviously who she would call for when she's scared, even though he's half a continent away. Like, it's insane. And he hears her. He hears her through the ether, and it does something to the monolith to fly and create this bird dragon thing, and it's like crazy. And you know, Triss wakes up and she's like, bruh, you're gonna end the entire world. Like, get away from me. And which, I'm sure if Triss had a moment to like collect herself and like think about how she wants to address this, she would not say that. But like in that moment is sheer panic. Like, one of all the times they've probably done this mind trick thing, it has never noticed them, never interacted with them, never almost killed them. She's probably freaking out. And she sees the wild hunt coming and all the like these voices being like, you're gonna end the world. Like, this is probably the scariest thing that's ever happened. And Triss is there with a front row seat. So she's freaking out, obviously, at which point Ciri is like, put this black juice in me. Let's go. Like, I don't want to have pain anymore. Just juice me up, baby. At which point Geralt comes back and he's like, bruh, you are incredible. Stop trying to become something that you're not. Like, stop trying to be me. Like, I can train you to be like me all you want, but like, intrinsically, in terms of personhood, you're never gonna be me. Becoming a Witcher or trying to and going through this trial is not gonna take away your pain. Like, it's always there. At which point Vesemir looks up at Geralt and is like, yo. Like, maybe he's realizing that Geralt is still in a lot of pain and has a lot of hurt from his past that maybe Vesemir had some part in. Maybe he's looking at Geralt like, you're weird. Like, I don't have that former pain, but I think he does. Because he feels things for the boys that he lost. And so it's crazy, man. Like, things is crazy, bruh. So we're gonna figure out what's going down there. Meanwhile, Cahir is back in Nilfgaard to rejoin his army, which he used to be in charge of these people, and they're like, now, like, they don't recognize him. You know, he needs to put on his black armor again to become who he was, maybe. You know, maybe he is gonna realize and take some of Yennefer's words to heart, where she was like, you know, once you're no longer of use, they will toss you aside. And he gets back and Fringilla greets him, but like the tone that she used and the way she looked at him, it made it like, it gave off the vibe that like their power dynamics have changed, right? Like, she is in charge now. Her and the elf that they're working with, like Francesca, they are operating on a thought process of like, we are the ones in charge. You can be here, but you don't get to make decisions, which is like the exact opposite of how it used to be, where he was the one bossing her around. And so that's very interesting. But then to end the episode, Yennefer meets with the Deathless Mother because she's sick and tired of not having her power, right? Like, she feels so helpless. And this mother is like, in order to get your power back, you need to steal Ciri and bring her to this broken door. I wonder if she's talking about the monolith that broke and kind of maybe created this portal sphere conjunction thing. I don't know. I'm enjoying getting small pieces here and there of what this bigger picture is becoming, and I'm really enjoying it. I love this show. It's so much fun. You know, I only played the games, so I don't necessarily know everything, especially because I believe these are covering the books, like things that happened before the games, like The Witcher 2 and 3. Those are the ones that I played, The Witcher 2 and 3. So there's probably a lot of ground that they're covering in the show that I am unaware of, and I also haven't played the games in years, so I don't remember a lot of stuff. And so all these small little puzzle pieces that they're adding here and there are really intriguing to me, and I want to know where they're going. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. Are you still enjoying this season? Are you hoping that I watch the episodes faster? This is not my job, right? I do this in my spare time. So please be patient. But yeah, let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. If you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. If you're new here or find yourself coming back to my videos regularly, consider subscribing and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That's where I post all those. On Patreon, you can also become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.